Happy President's Day, happy President's Day, happy President's Day. So trading gold on the holidays, right? You're gonna hear mixed stuff. For example, you weren't trading US 30 today because US 30 wasn't doing very much of nothing. It was a bank holiday. So the trading, anytime there's a bank holiday, I believe it was a bank holiday in US and Canada. So trading was very, very light. However, there was still some money out there to be made. Gold was doing its thing, which is pretty cool. I had an opportunity to get a little bit of that today. And again, it's about being consistent, tracking and measuring, doing everything. So I'm just going to do a quick recap, show you what we're looking at, show you the movement. If you've had an opportunity to be on any of my, especially in the group, if you're not in my Facebook group and you're thinking about, hey, I want to learn how to trade gold, I want to get plugged in and see what this deal is all about, reach out to me and I'll get you a link into the group. Again, trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Not all trades result in wins. Do not trade with money that you can't afford to lose. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and text me at 314-498-7688 and be more than happy to answer your questions about the Trading Academy, about what you get, about the cost, what's involved, the community, anything you need to make a really good educated decision on whether or not you want to enroll and learn how to trade. It's one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. And so glad that I did. Absolutely cool. So let's go ahead and jump right in without any further ado. And we're going to go right here and take a look at this. So in trading, as you know, and this is one of the cool things I like about our academy, is that it gives us, and I've been saying this for a long time, it gives us the opportunity, us as in somebody that's advanced and has a little bit more, I shouldn't say advanced, more seasoned trader that's actually been in the trenches for a little while. I can confirm my trades with someone else that's also considered an expert trader or a seasoned trader, somebody that has experienced trading. I can look at their trade, I can look at my trade idea, and I can put them two together and I can come up with something in the middle. And a lot of times I do that, right? Sometimes I'll say, I'm going to go in and I'm looking at making a really good move from right about this area to somewhere right in about this area. And then I go over and I look at, get a trade idea from Abdallah, and he puts a trade out. And it's like, man, same range area, right? And I sort of put the two together and mix it up. And as a result, right? As a result, it came up with a really cool trade that looked like this. This is pretty close. I would have actually entered up here a little bit and took a few more. But, you know, I went with his entry, entered just a little bit lower. Typically, I'm not a big fan of doing this, but I like to see what happens sometimes. And since I was just looking at the trends, I was looking at my EMAs, I looked at my MACD, I looked at everything. I'm looking at my Heikin-Ashi candles. It looked like it was just taking off to the mountains. So I went in here, grabbed this one really quick. And this was actually set out. Now, one of the cool things that he does, he goes and does sort of a forecast for the week, puts the trades out along with this, and he does 11 different pairs. Right. And in those 11 different pairs, he does both a buy and a sell order for the analysis. So it could have went either way. And then this is that trade. So that clicked off for 50 pips. That was this trade here, and it clicked off for 50 pips. It was pretty nice. It made a nice run up this way, clicked off for 50 pips. I probably would have entered somewhere just in this area down here a little bit. But again, that's where that was. This is the second trade that he entered, which was a sell stop. I set an alert right here just in case this comes down this way, to see where it's going to go. So that was Sunday night that trade was dropped. And just an FYI, it's like, what do pips mean? What does a 50 pip mean? Well, if you're trading gold at one lot size, one lot, 10 pips, one lot equals $100. I'll just let you do the math. So I'm going to zoom in on this one just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So that was trade number one, right? Second smart guy in the room. And let me blow this up here. Like, yo, so you can see this. Came in this morning, and I know gold, and this is me, so you can see a couple of things going on in the chart here. I scalped gold here on the 730. Every morning, typically Monday through Friday, gold has a spike. Sometimes it has a really big spike. Sometimes it has a little bitty spike. But if you're fast on the fingers, you can scalp gold and make a little bit of money, which I did. And then, of course, one of my favorite instructors comes along, one of our favorite educators in our platform came out and brought the sell. And I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that the TP1 trades that are dropped hit 83% of the time. Why do I know this? And I'm going all the way back to 81st. And again, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Do not trade with money that you don't want to lose, right? I shouldn't say afford to lose. I'm just saying don't want to lose it. If it doesn't matter if you can afford it or not. If you don't want to lose it, don't trade, because there's a losing opportunity in this. So entered this trade right here. Very, very cool run down here. Ended up with a 20 pip trade. And again, you can do the math. Did some stop losses. And I track everything when I do a trade. And I've got a really cool spreadsheet. And I know that this trade was put out, right? It came down and hit TP1. This is trade number 62 or 63. So whatever the number is, 51 of those. Hold on, I'll tell you. It was trade number 63, and out of 63 trades going back to October 1st that I've tracked, 52 of those have been wins, 11 have been losses, which is an 83% win ratio on the TP1 position. What does that mean? Well, when he drops trades, he drops a TP1, a TP2, a TP3, and so on and so forth. Now, this is the Eminence trade that was dropped Sunday night, so there would have been a little bit of an overlap. This may come this direction later. I put an alert on the chart here just in case it does. But again, the trade came down here, went through the TP1 position. If not, it would have set up. I set up a really short stop loss on this. Didn't want to go higher. This 35 pips is a lot on the stop loss. I won't lie, this $350 on the loss. So I set up a really short stop loss. Again, I looked at my EMA. I looked at everything where it's going. I looked at the candles. I said, okay, this is definitely going down. This is traveling in a down direction. So I took the trade, came in here. The maximum drawdown on this trade was 10 pips, which is this candle right here. So the maximum drawdown. The reason I bring that up, right? The reason I bring that up, the maximum drawdown, I track all of this because I want to know over the next, say, 60 trades, if my maximum drawdown for the TP1 position trade on this is 22 pips. Why would I set a stop loss any more than 22 pips? Now, I may end up with a few more losses over the time frame, but if I do, it's still going to be losing less money than taking this. Now, combine this 20 pips with this 50 pips, pretty nice trading day, right? Didn't spend a lot of time doing this. This trade took 90 minutes to mature. It took me 3.5 minutes to set it up. I said everything. And the reason I'm saying this, and I want you to understand, right? There's a mindset. Now, some people are going to look at this trade, and the second it went a little bit negative and it bounced up here, they would have closed it. Oh, I'm losing money. And they would have freaked out, right? That's not the mindset. Is if you can put your head around 83%, again, I'm not guaranteeing that. It might completely change tomorrow. But as of right now, the last 62 trades, whatever I just said, from October 1st up to now to TP1, which is 20 pips, has closed and had an 83% win ratio on taking that all day long. So you get in the mindset of trade signal drops, hit enter on your phone, go back and put in your take profit, go back and put in your stop loss, put your phone down and walk away from it. 8 out of 10 times you're going to win, right? You might end up getting 2 losses back to back, but you still got to say, okay, 8 out of 10 times I'm going to win. 8 out of 10 times I'm going to win. And it just depends on where you're at in the market, right? You just have to pay attention to this. And while you're doing this cool stuff, right, cheating off the smart kids, you can enroll in class and start learning how to trade, whether it's stock options or Forex or crypto, whatever class that you want to take. You can get enrolled in that, and you can start doing this. You can practice all of this stuff with a demo account so that you know that you don't have to risk your real money. Matter of fact, my friend Jeff, he just started his live account. It was so cool. He sent a message, I just made some money on my live account. I'm like, yes, because he's in class, he's paying attention, he's doing stuff like this. When these drop, we know that 80%, 82% of the time there's wins on this, right? So why not do that, right? Why are we struggling with all of these deals out there? Yeah, hey, Jeff, why are we struggling with all of these deals out there in the deals is when we've got a $7 trillion a day industry at our fingertips with really smart people telling you, do this, right? And then, of course, inside our academy, we have, it's not just, there's trade ideas out the bazooka, right? You don't have to do gold. Maybe you want to jump into the Forex and take the Forex trades that are dropped, and they're just tons. Or maybe you do they've got what they call a Monero AI bot. and it drops trade ideas crazy. And we've got an instructor, an educator that teaches you exactly how to do those. And we're talking like thousands of trade ideas that thing drops. And of course, you can narrow that down to whatever you want, but he teaches you how to do that. And this is all based with an AI bot. And then the cool thing about it is, if you enroll by the end of this month, we've got a system coming out, and I'm doing a little bit of sales pitch here. We've got a system coming out called Echo, right? They just went through sort of a beta test with it, and the beta test was good, and it sort of sucked at the same time, but they got a lot of stuff fixed, and they're rolling it over to an actual app. Before sort of a web-based program, it's going to be an app-based program. It's going to integrate a lot better with the MetaTraders and all those guys, so it's going to be pretty seamless. But the cool thing about that is, once you connect up your broker, you open up your account, you choose which style that you want to trade with, you hit enter, and you don't have to do anything other than once a day around 5 o'clock, it says, do you agree to have this EchoBot trade for you? And you click yes, and it goes off and it just does it all on autopilot. They're going to have a free month trial, a 30-day trial for everyone that's enrolled, currently enrolled, right, into the platform, and you stay enrolled during that free trial, you'll get that as well. Then after the free trial, I think it's going to be an additional $49 a month for that platform. But that's very, very cool. So if you want to learn how to trade, you want to get access to maybe learn how to trade stock options, you want to just come out and hang out with us and do gold, or maybe on Monday through Friday, and when it's not a holiday, you want to come and scalp US 30 with us. That's so much fun. You can do that as well. So wherever you decide that you want to fit in, right, wherever you want to fit in, you can, right? And when you start doing the math, right, when you figure out the math of what this little 200 pip move did right here, right, and I actually traded it at 2 lots, right, and what did we say is 10 pips at 1 lot equals $100. So if you did 20 pips at 2 lots, how much money is that, right? For that move right there. And again, you got to have the right count size and all that kind of stuff. And I actually I think I did a training inside our group. So if you're interested, you'd like more information, let's set up a time we can zoom in. I can walk you through the dashboard, show you everything you're going to get. We'll get you enrolled. Got a really cool community. I'm excited about it. I love helping people make money. So if that's you and you say, man, I'm just tired of all these deals, but I really want a system, I really want to have a skill that down the road I can literally sit in front of my computer for a few seconds in the morning, I can set up a trade, I can walk away from it, and roughly 8 out of 10 times I'm going to have a win. We have a lot of winning strategies inside of their platform. The numbers are absolutely cray. It's really, really good to be plugged in. But the key to winning is you have to show up, and you have to have the mindset to learn the skill, right? If you're looking for a push button, get rich quick deal, this is not it, right? But if you're looking for a skill that you can use for a lifetime, then this is the right place to be. I love you. I appreciate you. Jesus loves you. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators and help you make a lot of money. We'll see you next time. Happy trading.